Alright guys, how's it going? It's Scorn here, bringing you a game of regular domination. And I'm going to be using the commando with a silencer. And I totally fail at throwing that nade. But you're going to see me throw it throughout the match, because at first I thought it was the enemy throwing their nades. But it ended up being that my nade was hitting a building and just falling right there. And it keeps hitting me. And I don't realize it until it actually kills me. See, I'm gonna throw it again and it's gonna bounce off of this building and kill me. And I'm just like, what the hell? So then you're just gonna see me throw it again, because I finally realized that it's my nade. So I was like, oh, it's my nade, okay, you know. I just thought it was like the enemy team just throwing their nades across the map. Actually, after I died, I realized that it was my nade, and I just threw another one to make sure. I wanted to see where it was bouncing off of. That way I can readjust my throw and, you know, make it all the way to A. But anyways, I haven't played this map much, so I don't really know how to control it. So you're just gonna see me, you know, run around randomly. But then I find a good spot that you can control, you know, fairly much B and C. So for this map, I'd suggest you guys try to make them have A. Just make them have A. Give them A for free. If you hear them capturing A, just let them have it. Your team will start spawning over at C. So just capture C and B and you're good. Because, I mean, A has a better way of defending B. But C, you don't want them to have C because they have so much room to move around. So it's all about choke points, you know. Forcing your enemy to have little movement as possible. And if you control B and C, you know, they really don't have anywhere to go on A. You know, it's not a lot of movement back there. You know, all you have is a building and two main corridors that they can move through. And you're gonna notice that whenever we get back control of C. So right now I'm just watching B, making sure they don't capture it. And I'm gonna go help out over here at C, you know, so we can take control of it, and we end up getting rid of all the trash. So now we're gonna take control of Charlie, and you know, they're gonna move up to B. So I go in this building, which is probably the best building to control in this map, because you can watch B and you can watch C fairly easily. Plus you can kill this guy on top of the C3 building, in front of the A flag. I just call it a C3 building because that's its coordinates on the map, so just call it C3 building. And you know, you can kill pretty much anybody up there, and you can just watch B. And this game's all about, you know, camping out your flags and making sure nobody captures them. Once you have them, you just camp them out. That's how you play this game. You don't have to rush anymore. So if anybody's telling you, oh, you need a rush in domination, they don't know how to play domination. All you need to do is, you know, capture the two flags, and that's it. And keep your enemy from capturing A, because you're not supposed to capture A. So you gotta yell at your teammates, don't capture A. Stop capturing A. But you know, some of them never listen. They just want to keep capturing and fucking up spawn points. But that's what makes some people better than others. And like I said, this is probably like the third time I played this map. And usually the other two times was not domination. It was a team deathmatch. So you know, in team deathmatch you just run around and kill. There's not really anything as team placement on there. But on domination, it's more of a, you know, you gotta place your team in certain areas to watch certain hallways and just kill anybody that comes through that little building or hallway. Or that's what domination is really about. Just controlling the map, just keep killing your enemies at a certain location and just, you know, rinse and repeat. So it's fairly easy to win at these maps if you just have a good team that can listen and not just run around randomly and actually do what they're told. But you always have those couple guys that just complain about camping and blah 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 when they have no idea what they're talking about. You know, this is how you play this game, domination. This is how you play this game type. You capture the flags and you camp them out. So, you know, if somebody's talking crap about your gameplay, you know, don't worry. It's like they don't really know what they're talking about. They're probably the guys that are getting raped in these videos. You know. See, I didn't even worry about C, you know. I just wanted the gun. You know, I was out of ammo, so I just went over here to take this guy's gun so I can get some kills. See? Enemy care package inbound. So now I'm using their own guns against them to kill them. Losing Alpha. And now we're losing Alpha for some reason, but we're gonna capture C instead. So it's alright. Enemy spy plane incoming. Securing Alpha. So now I'm watching B again, you know, because I already know this guy's got C for sure, because they're at Alpha. Charlie secure. Almost got that triple right there. Securing Alpha. And now I'm gonna go up to this little building that's very hard to get into if nobody's watching your back, but now I'm gonna call out my gunship and just start killing these people. Anyways, as you can see, you know, this little, I wouldn't say it's much of a strategy. It's pretty much, you know, common sense to do what I am doing. I mean, it's not really much about being good at a game or being terrible at a game. I mean, people complain about, you know, you're not playing objective, but, you know, I am playing objective. I'm watching B, you know, and if I'm killing these guys with my gunship, they can't capture anything. So, you know, somebody's gotta be a kill whore. Somebody's gotta be a kill whore on your team, and if I'm on your team, that's gonna be me. Because, you know, yeah, I'll watch the objective, but I'm not gonna sit there and capture it. That's just not what I do. I'll watch your back while you're capturing it, but I'm not gonna sit there and capture it. Okay. And we lost Bravo because my teammates were running around trying to look for kills. But they should have just stayed at B, and hopefully they go back to capturing B, because I'm just killing all these guys. Oh, they're securing A for some reason, and they should be securing B. But you know, you have those kind of teammates sometimes. They just don't know what the hell they're doing, and they go to secure B, and once you secure A, you already fuck up the spawn. They're gonna spawn over there at C, and you know, they just make a mess. They just make a mess for you and the rest of your team, instead of just listening to somebody that knows how to play better than they do. Enemy RCXD spotted. Friendly carpet bomb on the way. You know, right now we're gonna go back to you're gonna see me capture B, so you know, don't say I don't play objective. I do play it sometimes, but you know, once my kill streaks are all done with, you know, there's no point in living, so might as well just go out there and die. And I'm playing, one of my friends joined my game right now, and you're gonna see him get headshotted. There he goes right there. Boom, he got raped. Sorry, Havoc.
Friendly napalm strike on the way. Securing C.
And I'm gonna watch this guy's back at C. He's got C, so I'm gonna go watch B. Here goes Havoc again. Gets killed again. So I'm just gonna stay in this little building and camp out B, you know, secure the win. And that's how you win a domination. Alright guys, hit me up, comment, subscribe, peace.